This channel does not promote or promotion any illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant only for educational purpose only.
What's up, chimpanzees? Welcome to our channel. We are the Dancing Ladies.
So for today's video, we're gonna answer random questions while eating famous Filipino
Street food.
and we're here to give you information that a future educator must learn. That's right!
So we have a question here from Mr. Espiridion Grospe for Miss Leia May Bagnas Aliwalas. What is portfolio for you?
Okay, so guys, or Mr. Espiridion Grospe, portfolio is a purposely collection of students' works that show growth over a specific time. For example, collection of students' essay or artwork, lab reports, or leading labs.
So we have another question here from Mr. Boomer to Miss Leia May Bagnas Aliwalas again. So he's asking, what are the features and principles of portfolio assessment?
Important features and principles of portfolio assessment. Did you know that it is very important that a portfolio assessment possesses essential characteristics? Yes, that's right. One of the features and principles of portfolio assessment is, first, it is an assessment where student and teachers do together. Second, the portfolio represents selections of what the students believe are the best included from among the possible collections of things related to the concept being studied. And then third, portfolio provides all the sample works of the student where it can show if the student really learn and grow. And then the last one is, portfolio must provide a clear mindset and criteria of how the portfolio be assessed.
So we have another question here from Mr. Milu to Ms. Risha Garcia. What are the purposes of portfolio assessment?
So, did you know that portfolio assessment has a purpose?
That's right.
We have the total of 10 purposes of portfolio assessment, and I'm here to talk about these purposes. So, let's start. First is portfolio assessment matches assessment of teaching. It means that it relates and connects the assessment into teaching. The final output to be assessed are products of classroom discussion, and the classroom work are not simple diversion from the tedium of classroom activities. So, second is portfolio assessment has clear goals that must have to be achieved. In fact, they are decided on the beginning of instruction and are clear to teachers, student alike. In cognitive testing, the objectives are set at the beginning, but the actual items may or may not reflect achievement of such objective. In portfolio assessment, however, the student controls the items to be included and therefore are assured that goals are achieved. So, third is portfolio assessment gives a profile of learning abilities in the term of depth, breadth, and growth. Portfolio assessment enables the students to demonstrate quality work done without pressure and constraints testing through the help of resource. So, it means that it gives provide to the students of their ability and how they grow as a learner. So fourth is portfolio assessment serves as a tool for better assessment for a variety of skills in a classroom setting, which means that it is a tool or assessing a variety of skills that are not normally testable in single setting for traditional testing. The portfolio can show written, oral, and graphics output for students in a variety of ways which demonstrates skills developed by students. And fifth is portfolio assess develops awareness of students' own learning, which means that it develops the awareness of students' own learning to their environment. Students have to reflect on their own progress and the quality of their work in relation to no goals. This is achieved at each stage of the progress since the students continually refer to the set of goals and objectives at the beginning. Whew, there's a lot of purposes, right? But wait, there's more. Let's continue. Sixth is the portfolio assessment provides a heterogeneous classroom setting, which means it caters individual heterogeneous class. Such flexibility is attributed to the fact that portfolio assessment is open-ended so that students can demonstrate their abilities of their own level and caters to differential learning styles and expression of varying strengths. Seventh is portfolio assessment develops social skills. So, students interact with other students in the development of their own portfolios. Sometimes they are assessed on work done in groups or in pairs so that they necessarily have to interact and collaborate to complete the task. Eighth is portfolio assessment develops independent and active learners. It means students must select and justify portfolio choices, monitor progress, and set learning goals. Traditional testing cannot achieve this educational objective no matter how skillfully these tests are constructed. Ninth is portfolio assessment can improve motivation for learning and achievement, which means when students are empowered to prove their own achievement and worth, they become highly motivated to pursue the learning task. It is when they lose this feeling of empowerment that they feel inadequate and become less motivated as in traditional classroom setting. And 10th is portfolio assessment provides an opportunity for student and teacher dialogue. It enables to get to know every student. Moreover, portfolio assessment promotes joint goal setting and negotiation of grades, which can never happen in traditional settings. So that's all for the purposes of portfolio assessment, and I hope I give you the best answers to your question.
And now we have another question from Mr. Philip to Miss Mary Jonalyn Mabilangan. What are the essential elements of portfolio? So the essential elements of portfolio, every portfolio must obtain these essential elements. So there are 6 elements of portfolio: cover letter, table of contents, entries, dates of all entries, drafts of oral and written products and revised versions, and the 6th one is reflection. So first, cover letter talks about the author and shows the progress of as a learner. So written at the end but put at the beginning. This is where you see the profile of the author and how they tackle and how they go on to the third progress or process in making portfolio. Next one is table of contents. This shows the chronological contents or entries of portfolio with numbered pages. Third, we have the entries. This involves all the content and or related topics to the subjects and also those topics in which the students want to include. Fourth one is the dates of all entries. If as a learner, it facilitates you to give a substantial proof about your growth over time. Next, the 5th one is the drafts of oral and written products and revised of versions. So it is important to include this because it shows you how you take such effort and time to document and search information about the subject. And lastly, the last element is reflection. So this shows all your thoughts, ideas, and opinions about the subject. Also, through reflection, students can express their feelings regarding their progress and or themselves as learners, such as why did I choose this item or how do I feel about my performance? What are the problem areas as well? So that's all. Again, the 6 elements are cover letter, table of contents, entries, date of all entries, drafts of oral and written products and revised versions, and lastly, the reflection.
So we have here another question from Mr. Cipriano about what are the stages in implementing portfolio? For Miss Mary Jonalyn Mabilangan again.
Okay, so the stages of portfolio assessment implementation is stage 1, determine your instructional goals. So in order to keep and attain a clear aim in teaching, you must have one. And those objectives will act as a framework for grading your pupils' work. Stage 2 is explain the concept of your portfolio evaluation to students. So in this stage, we must explain the concepts of portfolio evaluation to your students. Even if some learners have already formed opinions regarding portfolios, you can still explain it to them by defining the term portfolio. So the stage 3 indicate that what the portfolio's content will be. So here we must indicate what the portfolio's content will be. So there are several different categories that you should consider. And also we must describe the themes and the information they must include too in relation to the subject. The next stage is 4. Deliver concise instruction on how to present the portfolio. So always keep in mind that when left to their own devices, students have a desire to offer as many evidence as they can. So as a result, defining goals can help you avoid these circumstances. Stage 5, think about the other aspects of this procedure. So with regards to this, you must alert your department, dean, or principal as a precaution in the event that students object to your assessment method. So we also need to notify the other school's admin as well as the parents because this is a precondition. That's the stage 6, the development of the portfolio. So in this stage, this is where the students do their tasks, gather information, and search substantial information about the subject. Students and teachers must work together in developing the portfolio, as this is a tool that can assist teachers and students organize their schoolwork. It can definitely help pupils observe their learning process because they can see and handle these activities. So most importantly, a portfolio is useful for documenting students' overall learning and may result in mastery of learning. So that's all.
Okay, thank you, Miss Mary Jonalyn Mabilangan.
So we have another question here from Mr. Sad to Miss Dea Jane Reyes. So he's asking what are the different types of portfolios?
There are different types of portfolio, and in fact, there are 3 of them. The first one is the documentation portfolio. It is commonly called as growth portfolio in literature because it includes all the works of the students over time, showing their growth and improvement. Also, it includes the best and weakest work of the students. The next is the process of portfolio. In contrast of the first type, it includes all the set and phases of the learning process. It shows the number of reflective, journal, and then logs, and other metacognitive processing. This is where you see the mastery of the subject of the students. For the last one, the showcase information. From the word itself, it includes only those best tricks of the students through the combination of the teachers and student selection. It does not only include the text information, it also has picture and audio, visual artifacts that supports and completed the students' tricks.
How do we rate a portfolio? The first one is thoughtfulness. This shows the comprehension, metacognitive reflection, and productive habits of mind. The second one is growth and development in relationship to key curriculum expectancies and indicators. This shows if the work of the students really leads to the subjects and to what was really want to be achieved. And the third one is understanding and application of key processes. This is the reflection of the students and how they internalize the portfolio processes. The fourth one is completeness, correctness, and appropriateness of products and processes presented in the portfolio. It said that the portfolio must have its complete elements for it may be useful and valid. And the last one is the diversity of entries. This includes on how the students present information and how they support their output, example by using multiple formats to demonstrate achievement. And that will be all. Thank you.
And we hope we provide satisfying answers to your questions.
Comment down below if you have any questions in mind, and we're going to answer that in our next vlog, so stay tuned.
Again, we are
The Dazzling Ladies!
Please like
Share, comment,
Subscribe.
and click the notification bell for more updates and for more upcoming videos!